one and only. This is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Good afternoon, I'm Samantha Bryant. Here's a look at stories making news on this Friday. An update on a wreck in northwest Miami-Dade that sent a man to the hospital. We now know that this was a hit-and-run crash, and the driver responsible is a 16-year-old. Well, crews were seen using the jaws of life to get the victim out of his car after the crash along Northwest 41st Street this morning. The teenage girl who crashed into him has been arrested and charged with leaving the scene, and we're also told that she doesn't have a driver's license. Caught on camera, a tourist punched and knocked to the ground in Brickell. The man was attacked last week near South Miami Avenue. The punch knocked him unconscious, and the men then walked away. But surveillance video then shows him coming back and robbing him of his cash and iPhone. The victim suffered a skull injury. If you know anything about his attackers, call police. A new video showing the terrifying moments that two armed men robbed a Family Dollar store in Miramar. The crooks entering the store on Miramar Parkway and 68th Terrace with their hoods on. Moments later, one of them jumps behind the counter and orders an employee to open the register. Then the other one pulls out a gun. No one was hurt, but the men did get away with cash.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10.
A man behind bars accused of threatening the president on Facebook Live, Chauncey Lump, appeared in Broward court yesterday. Authorities say that on his live stream, Lump made an explicit threat against Mr. Trump while holding what appeared to be a loaded AK-47. He admitted to producing this video, but says it was meant to be a joke. He will now be facing a federal judge today. And as breaking news happens, we have you covered on air and online. Head over to local10.com for more local news coverage and updates.